That could be ran out of there in that 4 or even the 3 position. Probably going to be the 4 though, with what we have seen recently right here. So now Mousesports kind of continuing that, winning for the lanes. Can you figure they probably have 5 in the 4 themselves? So looking to get one of their cores here perhaps to help with that cause. I assume Nature's Prophet's ban, right? Yeah, he was one of the initial bans. So the first one that's jumping out to me, of course, but not going to be happening here.
Yeah, they've definitely got options. If they want to look to aggro tri lane, they could go with something like a Weaver, something that's just a little bit slipperier, a little easy to trade with the Void. I think the Monkey King ban was very heads up from effect. I definitely could have seen that coming out as well.
Radiant's turn to royally screwed up.
Brewmaster!
We'll just get drunk instead. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that. But, yeah, assuming this is going to be their offlaner, but we'll definitely have to see. This could be a really interesting tri lane. It's got a lot of skirmishing power. It's very, very aggressive.
10 seconds.
Gonna have to see what Mouse wants to do with this here.
5 seconds remain. Dire team pick.
Clockwork!
Someone left, but they're going to miss the
Digital Sports.
ten seconds to pick.
It's really odd. So, it'll pair really well if they're looking to go with an Invoker as their last pick. Because you'd have Cogs into Sunstrike, you'd have Cogs AA ult Sunstrike. It just rounds out your pick potential a lot and alleviates some of the pressure on Void for having to hit those huge Chronos. If they don't want to go something like an Invoker, they need a high damage hero to pair with the Clockwork when he initiates. So between Clock AA plus their mid laner, they can actually get a kill. So I don't expect we're going to see... I think the Queen of Pain is almost a block pick at this point. It's fine for Mouse. It's pretty good. But at the same time, it also would have been perfect for effect.
Oh, yeah. It would definitely fit that theme of the range core, mobile core, and one that can assist on some Chronospheres and just setup in general that they have. So, yeah, no, I'm with you. But that's what helps make Queen of Pain, a strong pick as well. It's you can always kind of fit it into a lineup, it feels like, if you need to. So, Sports taking it for themselves. Puck is still there, so maybe that's something that Effect can...
Zeus would be okay.
We saw Zeus yesterday. Who played the Zeus? It was Cancel played the Zeus. That's right. Well, Trout actually brought up a really good point about this kind of matchup here, in that Wraith King versus a Faceless Void is good in the sense that Faceless Void blows a Chronosphere to get that core killed, ideally. But with Wraith King, he doesn't care, right? Because he has the Resurrection with his ultimate. He just comes right back up, and it's almost like, not a wasted Chronosphere, but it deters them from using it for that purpose.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think that's one of the huge things. Whenever you're playing against the Wombo combo team, you want people that either have blinks so they can stay really far away and then blink into the fight after it's done, and then you need your bait. And who's going to be better bait than Wraith King and Brewmaster? If Brew doesn't actually die, he just splits. And if Wraith King dies, he reincarnates. So I absolutely think this is solid in theory. Now, in practice, the Shadow Shaman especially is going to have to make sure he's very careful that he's not just clumped up with the rest of the team and get caught in Chrono. Because his wards and his Hex are going to be super valuable in these team fights.
Effect has a little bit of time to think about their final pick now. And again, we're leaning towards the mid option here. Puck still standing out. The Viper ban is what happened from Mousesports. So... and they also banned the Mirana earlier. We saw F9 play Mirana a couple of games yesterday, and even ultimately a losing effort in the series, he actually did very well on that hero. So I'm not surprised to see that coming out here. I'm sure Mousesports doing a bit of research, knowing the team in general. But yeah, Puck and Lena, those are the two that really do stand out to me. I know that you suggested as well.
I know, like,
right here.
OD is a potential consideration. It's very good into Wraith King in the mana burn that comes with the ult. There's Lena, okay. Yeah, I didn't want the OD. It's just a little too all-in, I think, on hitting your R buttons on multiple heroes. But Lena's a nice balance. She does a ton of right-click damage once she hits that level 20 breakpoint. All in all, just solid pick here, I think. Provided she doesn't get sat on in lane. Like, if Spartan connects with 1 or 2 shackles and puts her behind, lane's going to be rough.
Yeah. And MNT, aka maybe next time on the Nyx Assassin, also going to be roaming around a bit this game. So, you know, he's able to have impact, but man, I gotta say, Madara has this sick Wraith King skin. I mean, he's just decked out even. He's got that armor all over, the big-ass Frostmourne sword. Top of that.
Frostmourne, Blizzard's going to come after you.
Ah, crap.
Sued.
That.
Sued.
No, it looks pretty badass, though. So
yeah, it does.
He's pretty... Faceless Void's actually got some sweet stuff.
Void's just getting so many immortals. The shoulders are immortals, the bracer's immortal. I'm not sure what the hat is, though.
Who wins the skin wars here? I would go with Effect overall. It seems like more of their heroes actually are a little more decked out.
Well, if that's a timebreaker, they definitely win the dollar value in the skin war.
Because of the cost there.
I don't... Is it?
Well,
no, it's not.
Maybe somebody in chat will be an extra.
No, it wasn't shiny and glowy. I didn't think it was. There's a Faceless Void weapon that's a couple $100.
Have fun. Foon have. No good luck's coming. Oh no, there was one good luck there. Okay. Bunch
just
of have
lots
fun,
of having fun.
Don't have luck though. All right, here we go. Game number 1 of our best of 3 underway here now for this series. And you see, to start it off, Effect. Ooh, they're gonna go for a smoke play here. Don't think that they were seen. There was the war that spotted a little bit in the area, but don't
Ross is like the freest of the 5 kills, and he's also the most poised to actually get caught here. If they just aggressively run up the hill, they should see him as they go down.
Oh, yeah, it's lining up perfectly here for Effect.
30 seconds to battle.
The problem, though, is you don't want to lead with the Lina stun because it's risky, but Sand King's is so short range.
Yeah.
They're still going to get Spartan. He's out of position. Yeah, he's super dead.
That is a free first blood. No, he even went Dragon Slave anyway, so it wasn't even necessary.
That's what you'd like
Auto
to go.
do it.
Yeah, if you're given the choice, it's so much better for lane.
So easy first blood in the end, and they're going to steal the ring. You see the bottom lane. You see what's going on, Mag. Clockwork, he's being zoned out here, so good response for Mouse at least there. Picking up on the numbers, and they'll still make it a 2-2 split as far as the boundary rings go.
Posting Spartan up in this off lane. This is interesting.
Huh. Well, who's going to make it? I mean, who's coming down here? That would be Wraith King.
Yeah, they're going full aggro. They want to avoid the aggro tri-lane out of Effect. They don't want to have to deal with Chilling Touch.
You see the top lane, the little creep waves here, and nobody's here, so it's like for your Effect, okay, what's going on? Soon enough, they'll see the Wraith King bottom. But it's taking a bit of time for Madara to get all the way over there.
I'm actually okay with giving Spartan a little bit of extra XP here. I think Shadow Shaman is the most criminally undervalued hero to get some early levels in gold on. Like, if you get wards up even 1 minute sooner, it can just change the way a whole game plays out.
Yeah. MNT middle lane. He's got the mana burn level 1. Gonna spam that on Aphanine, playing the Lina here. Be a nuisance, no doubt. Bottom lane, Clockwork. Yeah, Wraithfire Blast coming out, and the follow-up damage. He might be in trouble. At the blast in 1 second. He's gonna use
he doesn't get the auto.
He needed an auto. And
he canceled it too. He had the auto going off.
It seemed like it was, yeah. And it was, I don't even know if necessarily it was more so he casted rather than
the
auto attack.
He was almost through the auto animation, and then he casted the Ether Shock, so if he had let the auto go off, he might have not been in range for the Ether Shock. I think that was the caveat there.
Yeah. Well, Sand King's rotating bottom lane. He's going to maybe stun. Oh, I was going to say, could have some roster right there, but would have been a little too deep. Not worth the pressure. And they'll fall back in their lane, but Sand King making his rotation. No point to have 3 heroes up at the top lane, of course, against the Brewmaster. But now you have a little bit of a clunky Clockwork Sand King lane. Who,
yeah.
I mean, I guess on paper could definitely set up a kill on this Rasta especially, but...
Well, and having a second person bottom, though, means you get time to pull and mess with the lane dynamics. Like, they got an entire pull-off there, which denied almost a full wave of creeps to Mouse. So that kind of stuff is very, very impactful.
See middle lane, Nyx was diving a little bit deep right there, but South spot Lina, and Lina actually against a free damage into the Nyx assassin as he walks on by. He saw the Sand King coming over from the side, so that's what kind of forced him to walk that direction.
He'll be fine. He'll just walk it off. It's a Nyx.
No mana on Lina currently, and I'm sure he was aware of that. So felt safe, and he was right. Picks up the bounty rune as well. What kind of build are we going to see on this Wraith King, we think? Is this going to be like a Radiance game even, or is it just going to be depending on how it flows here?
Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very game dependent, but I would guess... I don't know, because the armlet build's a little risky into an AA. Like, it's not that bad on Wraith King versus other armlet carriers like Lifestealer, just because you have the second life, but I don't know. I would like to see the Radiance. There's a decent shot we just see something like Echo Saber blink. Although usually the Soul Ring generally means they want to farm a little longer and that they were looking to save up for a bigger item. Because that's kind of your lane sustain item, and you can use that for extra stuns, extra HP regen.
Faceless Void running after the Brewmaster using the time dilation, actually. Slowing him a little bit. The middle lane, Nyx assassin. Almost like he's going to try for a courier snap. That was a bottom lane kill, by the way. Mag goes down. Down there, Rasta and Wraith King working together.
Interesting build from Spartan. Getting a second point in Shackle. Generally, against this many stuns, and especially against the Clockwork, I was expecting him to leave Shackles at level 1. The chance of it actually getting a full channel off is very, very low. But found the opportunity there right when he hit 3, and Shackles paid off.
And it did. Obviously a big kill for them at the bottom lane. Opens up even more farm for this Wraith King. And right now seems like he's doing all right. This adjustment proven to work out. Middle lane. Lina, more pressure. Poured in from Sand King. Nice stun. The tower's still doing damage, but it's not enough. And Lina went back in. Despite Carapace, as you mentioned, also catching Lina off guard. And to help set up that turn kill, and actually Nyx Assassin will limp away just fine. I thought for sure that's a turn kill, man, but the tower just stopped attacking a little bit out of range.
Under fire.
Despite Carapace play.
That skill's silly.
Strong. A nice 5-minute rotation as well, so the Shrine's going to pop up here. Now go ahead and activate it. It's death on Lina, though. How is that mid-matchup going? 24-8 Lina, you have a 21-5 Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
Slight advantage for Lina.
Maybe next time's been spending a lot more time in this lane, but the roams from Sand King have just been more effective. He's come at times it's putting on more pressure. It's just doing a little bit more. Spartan taking a ton of auto attack damage there.
Middle lane, Lina again in trouble? No. Nyx Assassin couldn't get the position. Despite Carapace, though, again, it's going to allow him to freely walk away.
Not so far.
Of any pressure. How about this Brewmaster, though, man? Skylark at the top lane. He's 30-5. He's actually leading creep score now with that last creep hit right there.
The reason they rotated the Sand King off here, they're not really able to kill this Brewmaster. Drunken Haze is just destroying this lane. It's just so good at protecting him in this situation. So they're essentially giving themselves an almost off-lane void. Like, you're just trading farm with the Brewmaster. And I don't think that's a position that Effect really wants to be in.
King R, he'll burrow strike over the ledge right there. The Shackle's coming into play, but not long enough of a hold, and Nyx Assassin unable to provide the most right-click damage at this time.
The biggest upshot here for Effect is the fact their Ancient Apparition's getting a ton of levels by sitting up here and helping. Already level 4. Going to be looking at having level 6 online at like 9 minutes, 9.5 minutes. And getting the AA ult Chrono combo up this early could be really useful. But at the same time, you're also giving Brewmaster the start he wants. He's going to have a lot of tankiness. He's going to be very difficult to bring down. And in reality, they're not really slowing bottom lane's farm either with this. Like, this is essentially just a net loss on lanes for Effect to try to get their ults earlier.
Oh, Sand King thought he was setting up, being a little crafty right here, but he gets collapsed on by 3 heroes and killed off. And oh, Wraith King, okay. He's not going to make use of the Shrine he used. He wants to go back in here and get some more CS, but yeah, ultimately a great kill, a great find for them. And yeah, Sand King was just sitting a little bit too close. They have the ward also to the left here.
Yeah, it's on the back of this ultra defensive vision line they have. I mean, they have 3 wards and a nice arc just showing the entire bottom river.
catching Sand King, who's trying to be a little crafty himself, and now 3-1 start in favor of Mousesports. So Wraith King off to a great start, going to finish a full wand into a power tread, so we still don't have information just yet as far as what he's going to be going. He does finish the power treads right there, but Thug blinks away middle lane.
Flying out a TP to himself too. He's got an Arcane Rune bottled and he has Sonic Wave. Ooh. So he's really wanting to look to use that to find a rotation. Pick up, generally you want 2 kills as Queen of Pain if you have this kind of a setup. So yeah, he's going to TP in the bottom. This is going to be a disaster.
Yeah, there's a big fight taking place right here. Clockwork going to be open. There's a Chronosphere though in response. Not going to be the most damage output, although the assistance from Ancient Apparition with that chilling touch. Clockwork does go down. The Cold Feet will proc on Wraith King. Lock him in place. He does have Reincarnate, though. Here comes Queen of Pain, by the way. As mentioned, that Arcane Rune on her. Sonic Wave good to go. Sand King stuns back in. Queen of Pain pinging it out. Madara, he may bait this. Yeah, he's going to end up falling most likely. And the Reincarnate going to get popped. But Thug's like, all right, now time to go in. Shadow Strike applied. There's a Sonic Wave, catches both, gets the kill on Ancient Apparition. Sidoi, though, he walks it off with the Time Walk. However, now Sand King in trouble. He'll go down, and Sidoi probably just want to keep running for his life here. Time Dilation is popped, and now Lina joins the fight. Getting here fairly late, though, and Thug is still looking for an opportunity. But no, he'll blink away for now, and maybe going to be a retreat with the Lina down here. A little bit too scary to fight into this. Oh, the Wraith King. Oh, no, LSA. Oh! Oh, my God. I thought that was actually going to hit. And it did not. Yeah, if they kill Wraith King there, maybe that's some...
Yeah, but that was all planned from Mouse there. They tactically ran the Wraith King, and they had him eat the right auto to die as he was, like, running away from the fight. And it baited all 3 of those effect members into the slow. That was beautifully set up there from Mouse. Good job, honestly, from Thug to not overcommit early there. If he goes early and gets Burrow struck before that Wraith King Reincarn goes off, may not go so well, but managed to get themselves a massive swing in the game from that.
Yeah, I mean, he caught it with that Arcane Rune. It definitely was coming. It's just, and he poured it in, but it felt like it was taking forever for him to get engaged, but definitely sounds like it was for good reason. Ultimately, he's now 3-0-0 here, up there on the net worth chart. Lina, slight advantage, though. Is close to finishing Arcane Boots, already has a Soul Ring. So, F9's not showing us too much yet. Is he going to maybe go that Yules we see a fair amount?
Bloodstone.
Or is it just going right Bloodstone, you think?
I think he's going straight Bloodstone. Generally, we see Phase Boots or Treads picked up on Lina. The fact that he has Arcanes queued up usually indicates that he wants the Bloodstone rush.
Okay. Brewmaster. He was the only hero, I'm pretty sure, that wasn't involved in that bottom lane. He is continuing to farm the top lane, and it's showing 1,300 gold saved up. So Blink Dagger is coming along pretty nicely here, and they're trying to bait out up at the top lane. You do see Shadow Shaman nearby. He does not have a level into Hex just yet. Kind of goes back to his build.
He probably won't take it till much later. He's playing hard 5. So far away from getting Arcane Boots, so he doesn't really have the mana to use all 3 skills.
Okay.
Radiant's top tower is under siege.
They'll throw down the wards, though, to push the top lane. Over here, what's this about? Laguna Blade? Okay, they catch Queen of Pain. That's a huge pick. She was running on over to assist for a fight ready. And she gets caught first by effect. So great find from them. Yeah. Still pushing the top tower, though, even with the death on the Queen of Pain. So obviously they have the wards to work with.
Wards are like a whole nother hero. And Drunken Haze is doing so well at stopping these wards from being cleared. Mina keeps missing when she's trying to hit them.
It is going to be killed.
Catapult too strong.
Catapult secures it. Alright, so a tower kill for Mousesports.
Look at Thug in the mid lane. He's just dancing around this trying to get this kill.
Oh, he's... Oh!
Ooh. It wouldn't have been enough damage. That was a good hold. Okay. It would have been 8 short.
This would be?
He missed.
No! Swing and a miss. Good job by King R. So yeah, the initial hold smart, but unfortunately cannot land the second chance.
Feels bad.
Yeah. And now look at this top play, by the way. Chronosphere is ready for Faceless Void. Catch Brewmaster. There we go. He does that Primal Split. Gonna try to get it off here, I'm sure, but it's not gonna work. Too much follow-up damage with that Lina there. Nick sets and bash proc. They don't even need it. Hookshot's got it.
That's a 5-minute
issue dead.
So they need this top lane tower as well. They rotated way too many people up here to not get this. So that or they need to hold bottom entirely and try to kill Madara. But I just don't see any way they kill Madara here. He is going the armlet build. He's super tanky. Like, he already has this Helm of Iron Will up, plus 1400 HP and Reincarnate.
Lina trying to get that turn kill on Arasta before he dies. He knew for sure he was going down. At least he sets it up right there for Clockwork to port it and finish the job. But again, Mouse, good find.
That's our pub game lesson of the day right there, Breaky. If you're gonna die and you have a low cooldown skill, use it before you die. You might as well. It's set that up for Clockwork. Otherwise, that kill just doesn't happen. And it'll be back up 30 seconds after Lena's alive. Nothing really lost there.
Oh, see, this is that awkward thing with this ability, Sandstorm. It's like, yes, it's nice for hiding stuff, but they know you're here. He's, they don't have a stun, though, to get him out. So he's actually going to chill with it. And it's working for now. He's just literally sitting in a Sandstorm channel. Waiting for the next creep wave. That will deter them from tower pushing, and Brewmaster going to pull the creep wave to get more pressure on it, but he'll just still sit there for now. Finally pops out. He has another Sandstorm ready to go. Necessary.
Yeah, his skill ability did the same thing that Spartan did. He just doesn't have the mana to use Epi right now because he doesn't have Arcane Boots. So he's just skipping the point for now.
Dire's top tower is under siege.
So you mentioned the armlet is finished on Wraith King, or almost here, I should say. But that's what he's going for. And he's going the armlet into the blink as well. So yeah, wants to really, you can call it the tempo build here of what's early going into the mid game. Rather than
still just holding with the Sandstorm. There's the Sentry.
There you go. Finally comes. So it's going to backfire. Ice Blast hits multiple heroes, but still no TP rotations. And King Lar's going to escape for now. Is going to go try this again. Remember what happened last time? Yeah.
PTSD.
Not going to go for it. Well, King R, I mean, he's made some pretty big. Okay, well, they do catch him. Never mind.
Got the bounty in.
Overall, held them off for a while. Space created kinda.
That'll result in a trade. They'll get the top lane tower, yeah. It's just so awkward though. It's like 5 heroes from Mouse and 4 heroes from Effect, just in opposite lanes. You don't have anyone else farming out mid. It's a lot of net gold loss to do something like that for that long.
Smoke? Yep. We're gonna see a smoke up here from Effect. Making their way to the middle lane. Chronosphere, again, ready to go. Laguna Blade is as well.
Thug has no idea what he wants to buy. He's sitting on 2,500 gold.
Oh, you're right. Well, it would make sense here. I mean, there's the options, the heals, the Veil. Radiant, okay, yeah. Radiance Quap, blinking in, all that AoE damage. No, but, like, those are the two, and then Orchid, maybe you could argue, and then Lincoln's if it feels, but this doesn't feel like a Lincoln scheme, maybe.
Yeah, Thug was one of the first to go a super early Maelstrom on Quap, too. I'm almost wondering if he's not considering it this game. Spartan is very dead. He just got abandoned by his team.
Well, we still haven't seen the Primal Split yet from Brewmaster used.
Yeah, they just haven't really found a good time. You really want to use it, in a perfect world, Nyx hunts the AA, and then you, like, throw the Faceless Void in the air, kill the rest of them, and then the team fight's pretty easy. But they just haven't had that time where anyone's willing to 5v5. They're still willing to split up, they want to just farm, do their own thing. Thug is going to commit to the Orchid. Basically 1,000 gold off is all.
Oh, Lina. Oh! Okay, they are going to go in. The Primal Split, and Lina is going to survive for now. Has some support coming in. The Chronosphere going to be used as well. They lift up the Lina from the Storm Pana. Grilling, whatever you want to call it. Goes a rock. No, the Dragon Slave goes off. The combo takes out Nyx Assassin, and Brewmaster going to come back together now. Thunderclap does hit Appenine. She wants to finish him off, and finally, the Scream will do that. But now Thug, did they overcommit on the dire side? Brewmaster's in trouble. The Sonic Wave hitting 3 heroes right there, but Brewmaster taking too much damage. Mad credit for the kill, and now Thug's in trouble. Maybe a Bash Brock? No, he's going to blink the other way. And Thug going to lead them for a race here now. Top lane, Wraith King is still pushing it in. The wards are here to protect as well.
These wards. They have to be very scared of their effects, because that ends very poorly if they commit into those wards. Madara, though, is just beating into this tower. The tower was full before the start. He got 1,000 damage into it. Nyx is hunting, but he gets dusted.
Uh-oh. Well, there you go. Spectacular face with a return stun, but I don't think he's getting out of this one. Too much collapse and easy kill. 4 coming in from Alina, I believe it is. Madara. Reincarnate's ready. He's not going to be caught, though. So another fight, however, I mean, Wraith King going for the split push there. Despite that huge fight taking place in the dire jungle, but I guess, or the radiant jungle, excuse me, but could he have really gotten there quickly enough?
Could he really do much before the blink?
Yeah. So just not worth his time.
Wraith King's just kind of a bad hero until Blink Dagger.
Kite is strong. So it's going to be an Orchid for Queen of Pain. That's the ultimate decision here.
Yeah, that's a very quick Orchid too. It means the AA is just literal food for a very, very long time. And Lina does finish her Bloodstone as well, pre-20 minutes, so a nice timing there. That's gonna be Mouse's target. If you can smoke and kill that Lina a couple times, you're gonna be feeling pretty solid.
Worthy tribute.
Farming more in our own jungle here.
And that's what you do with Bloodstone. That's what you need to do with Bloodstone. Too many teams, when Bloodstone got popular, weren't quite sure how to use it, and they get the Bloodstone and they team fight right away and hope that, you know, if your Bloodstone person died first, they'd revive fast and the heal might save other people. This is a farming item. It gives a ton of regen. It makes you a little bit harder to gank because you're quite a bit tankier. You use this to snowball you to another item or two. So I'm really liking the way Afro's used this so far, and I'm hoping he waits till he gets his Yules before they really look to team fight.
Madara, he's down here by himself now, but you look who's coming in. The whole team smoked up. Nyx Assassin leading the way. Big fight definitely about to take place.
There's the sentry.
Maybe catch a the sentry, and then this dust comes out even. Thug jumps in, though. Orchid's applied. TP's coming in from the faceless forward. Chronosphere on 2. They did get the kill on it. Nyx Assassin with a turn. They also kill Brew. Off to the side. He could not prompt. There's 3 and there's 4. All of a sudden, it's just Wraith King as the triple kill comes out from Aphanage. And if they get Wraith King as well, this is going to be insanely huge for effect. They're going to run him down. I mean, he has reincarnated, of course. There's the first kill. I mean, he's not getting out of this. That's going to be a second kill and a complete wipeout in favor of effect right here. That smoke seemed like that was going to set up nicely for Mousesports, but the jump was on the clockwork, kind of a clunky target to go on initially, and obviously a great Chronosphere as well.
Yeah, the dust just ruined everything there. It didn't give Nyx time to hunt. He just felt like he had to go on the clockwork right in front of him then. And all of Mouse kind of tunneled into that one target, which one of the people, whether that's Nyx or Queen of Pain, have to focus AA. If that Ice Blast doesn't come in, that starts as a two for none. Still good for effect, but then you can either disengage or choose to take the fight as Mouse. If they don't go on that AA, though, that Ice Blast is going to just destroy them. He has 800 health. I mean, it's like Orchid Scream of Pain, and he's had half, under half.
Weren't able to take him out, though, and obviously the cores got there in combo together. Look at Lina, man. 18 charges all of a sudden.
That feels pretty good.
Freaking Bloodstone. That's insanely good. Wait, so she gets a charge when you kill Wraith King the first time as well?
She's not supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing, though, because how did she get 6 charges?
Wasn't it the pick on Nyx with the dust? Before that whole team fight, like,
oh, was it before?
Ago?
Okay, maybe
so.
It was, yeah. I was like, wait a second, something bad.
Oh, the Hex stops the Burrow Strike.
Epicenter got there eventually, and they do kill Wraith King. No reincarnate. Off to the side, Thug. He jumps in late. Roshan very low. Not low enough, though, just yet. They're trying to kill it. Thug's going to lower himself. Shackle's coming out. Sadoy jumps in, though, and Sadoy takes the Aegis. So the kill in favor of the dire side, but Sadoy gets the Aegis, takes out Roshan. And now you have Lina thrown up in the air as Brewmaster just simply trying to run. They do kill Clockwork, but yeah, you want to keep running away. Makes Faceless Void a little more drunk there with the Drunken Haze spam. Blinking 1. Yes, he gets it. He goes up here.
Yeah, short blink choice. He's going to get caught now.
But he is caught. They have a Chronosphere. Definitely don't want to waste it, though. Plenty of follow-up without it. So Brewmaster picked off 2.
So close on the Roshan. The Rasta wards there were just beating into it, secured the actual kill. They even grabbed Sand King with shackles to make sure he couldn't grab the Aegis, but a brilliant time walk in there from Sadoy.
Radiant's middle tower is taking damage.
I'll take your tribute.
Man, Effect. It's only a 1,000 net worth lead right now, so it really doesn't feel that massive by any means, but it seems like Effect's in a much better spot. You got a 20 Bloodstone charge Lina, you have the Aegis, of course, on Faceless Void, and who has a Lincoln's almost finished, so when it comes to his damage output, Mask of Madness is nice, but it's not like he's going all damage necessarily.
Yeah,
right here, but
it's very risky for him to not build a bunch of damage. He's gonna really struggle to fight outside of using Chrono, and that puts a lot of the onus on the Chronosphere and the Lina.
Tier 2 tower. That's gonna fall now. So Effect working off that big fight that they had right there. They still have plenty of time on the Aegis, of course, and Chronosphere is still good to go now. Bottom lane, Fort's coming in. Wraith King, he's in trouble. Reincarnate is back up, but he's gonna run right now. He's gonna stay alive for the time being. Thug is also nearby. You mentioned the Ice Blast hitting, though, as the fight was breaking out right here. It's wearing off, but they do kill Wraith King the first time. Thug, he's trying to find a position. He has double damage room, but no Sonic Wave for 5 more seconds, and Wraith King is going to end up falling. Brewmaster just got here a little bit too late. Spartan also picked up to the sides of Thug. He has it now, but no, he's going to be beat down by the Faces for the Mask of Madness. The Dragon Slave hits as well, and a double kill for Sadoi. Brewmaster is going to be coming back together shortly here, and he's going to be in trouble himself. There we go. Comes back together. Nice blink from Skylark initially, but it's just not going to matter. He's lifted up from the Yills. There's the Lina LSA, and 24 charges now on this Lina. Oh my gosh.
She's colossal. This is looking real bad for Mouse. And it's all in the back of awkward team fights. They're not having good, clean 5v5s. They're not taking them at objectives. They're doing this stuff in the jungles where Clockwork can isolate somebody. I mean, he got on top of Spartan there and basically took Spartan out of that fight entirely, which was huge. And if Mouse doesn't get a pick who they go on, this just looks really bleak for them. Spartan's gonna die again.
There he is, 7,000 net worth lead now. It was a lead for Mousesports slightly, what seemed like not even 5 minutes ago. Now it's 7,000 for Effect. And they're going to push tier 2 here. It's like, how do you deal with this? Lina is just constantly getting out of control.
You have Skylark like start in the back of the fight pre-ult and then just run the Spirit, the air one in, and just throw either the AA or the Void up in the air. Like, that's your way to initiate the fight. That gives you time to go figure out who you want to go on. That gives you a way into the fight without the risk of the wombo combo. Like, you have to lead a fight that way at this point. Their detection's been too good for Nyx, so he can't just walk into a fight. Like, if you run just the air panda in, it's not that big of a deal if it gets caught.
Man, they knew Nyx was nearby. Gosh. MNT another dust. They did 2 dusts right there. They
got him.
Still find him. Are you kidding me? The ward sees him trying to TP out eventually. What a rough time it is indeed for maybe next time. There's a fight going elsewhere. We'll go to that in a second as there we go. The kill finally happens over here. They are going to get the turn on the Faceless Void though.
They should get Lina.
Off the Aegis. And that's huge. Chronosphere, it's not ready. 1 second, he has it now. Is he going to use it to maybe save? LSA comes out on a Wraith King. Chronosphere somebody else in the back. That's Zappadine just trying to live this whole time himself. Running to his teammates, and here they come. He's going to live. He's just a little bit too fast. The boulder will eventually catch up to him, but now that team support kicking in, Wraith King's gonna fall again. They also got Brewmaster. That was a Wraith King, excuse me. That was a Brewmaster himself. So Wraith King's over here just simply trying to live and run away. Yeah, so she not only lives with 25 Bloodstone charges, but now they're gonna be pushing tier 3 at 26 minutes in.
Man, that is just insane that he got out on the Lina there. That should have been dead to rights. The hold here is extremely weak. This is more than likely a Rax.
Queen of Pain dead for 15 more seconds, so she will have a Sonic Wave when she comes up, but there you go. Ward's throwing down, just trying to deter as much as possible. Wraith King coming in the flank. He jumps on an AA. Can he get some big hits? His Reincarnate. He's going to be able to drop the AA, so there you go. Nice little proc right there. But damage clearly done by Effect. They get tier 3, they get the melee rack. We're not done just yet, though. They are going to catch Clockwork. And maybe Sand King as well. Yeah, there we go. Sand King dies. The hook shot in for the TP. No, yes. Okay, the Wraithfire Blast did not connect in time.
Still minor consolation kills for losing a barracks this early.
Oh, yeah. No, Effect is very pleased. with how that played out. And we talked about going into all that fight that took place there, that Faceless Void, you know, maybe a little bit risky to go this more defensive choice. You know what? He has a Link-ins and he has another 2,700 gold, so the Diffusal's coming along anyways. Very sure.
Yeah, he's going to be feeling real good. And your AA even's rich because of the amount of gold you get from killing these structures. He's got a full Glimmer Cape, which is definitely going to be very nice in just trying to save him and keep him out of harm's way. I really don't know what Mouse can do to get back into this. They've lost tempo, so they can't be the ones pushing towers. And if you can't be the one pushing towers, Shadow Shaman feels really bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you want to be able to take advantage of those Rasta wards offensively, but haven't really had the opportunity to do so. BKB finished on Lena now, full 10 seconds. She becomes even more difficult to kill. BKB finished on Queen of Pain, so has her own 10-second BKB, proven to be a popular item in this game. Lotusaur finished on Clockwork, showing off his farm. That's a pretty early Lotusaur for your 3-position hero at this point, but you see where he is at the network chart. He's almost 2,000 ahead the Brewmaster on the other side.
Lotus is so good this game, too. Almost everything Mouse has is single target, and then it just removes Drunken Haze as well. So if Lena's just in siege mode, you can at least make sure she continues hitting the buildings.
And Lena hits level 20, so gets the 150 attack range talent. Of course, level 25, where she really spikes with the Fiery Soul talent there. That's something else that Effect has to look forward to. And not only is Brewmaster maybe had some trouble getting in there, but frankly, Wraith King, we really haven't seen him do much either in these fights. It's just been like a lot of dying and reincarnating and then dying again. It feels like, and I mean, is Desolator really gonna change that? It's obviously gonna make for those potential just big couple of hits, but
yeah, that's the thing. It's can you one-shot AA with it? That's basically their game plan.
Queen of Pain going the more defensive as mentioned with that BKB. Next Assassin, the 4-staff Arcane. Ooh, find the courier. Only a couple of wards on it, but he saw it. Unfortunately, could not catch up to it. So it's coming to the top lane.
This Lena is all but unkillable right now. Like, if they just want to use 10 seconds to siege the tower, she can just BKB with full stack. More than likely bring that tier 3 down.
Yeah, they've already cleared out both shrines, so they're finding themselves in a spot of not much to do right now, other than maybe wait.
As you said, this is the part where they just get vision, make sure they have good vision control. I expect we're going to see a gem very soon. Thug? Didn't blink.
I don't know, I got to that late, so as I keep saying, I mean, he has reincarnate, but the outcomes of Koana Spear going to try to pick up Brewmatch off the bat. Laguna Blade, not even necessary. Auto attacks are plenty. There's the kill on a Wraith King, and they still have Laguna Blade, by the way. The stun just barely missed Clockwork. Cox will kind of push him back right there. Buyback from the Brewmaster. They lift up with the heals on the Wraith King. Time dilation, everything being used. The primal split in the backlines, but Wraith King's dead for 50 seconds with no buyback. The split up of the Brewmaster. He loses a Storm one immediately, and the Fire one's also getting low. Up here, we have Shadow Shaman. He's going to be run down. Effect is just making a statement here in game number 1, trying to finish it right here, right now. We'll see if they do give in. I mean, Brewmaster going to be able to pick up the kill onto Ancient Apparition at least. Yeah, Faceless trying to still do the objectives. He takes the Sonic Wave to the face, though, and with the silence, he cannot time walk it off. So nice kill. Queen of Pain making some plays and gets the finally kill. She denies herself, and she's up immediately.
With Boots of Travel.
And that heal also kicking in, too, remember. Of the Bloodstone.
Yeah, they got the range racks in mid as well, so they actually did get more than just the T3 there. Forced a buyback. I mean, this is bleak if you're Mouse.
Lena will just pick up some Ancients on the way back. The MKB is actually almost finished on her now. Jeez. She's really going to be right-clicking hard. Again, the Wraith King impact seems so minimal this game. He just keeps getting jumped first himself. It just continues to be the theme of this game number 1 here.
And I don't know if that's a fault of the Wraith King or the build so much as the way that Mouse played this game out. They had this Orchid incredibly early on Thug. That was their chance where they could just be at the enemy objectives constantly, forcing 5v5s, like straight up normal 5v5s, and using that Orchid to swing them their way. They never did get that chance.
Well, they're going to get a chance here to pick off Clockwork. He has a buyback, but they find a kill. And again, Roshan is still up. So they're going to try for a Clockwork buys back, though. And as soon as you see that, yeah, you fall back with your mouse. So cost a buyback, but it prevents them from doing the free Roshan. And now Effect can comfortably do it, I feel like, because they're the ones with, again, these big abilities, Chronosphere being the massive one.
The only risk of doing Rosh right now is it commits your cores in the Roshan pit, so it kind of leaves your AA a little exposed. And they still do need their AA to strongly win them team fights.
They're gonna smoke up. Nyx Assassin leading the way. They have a gem or anything? They do. There is a gem on Sand King, by the way. He's on the opposite side, though. So Nyx Assassin gonna get an opening on a Clockwork. Here we go. Clockwork gonna drop pretty quickly. Sand King is gonna pop the Sandstorm nearby. Sadoi still has a Chronosphere. Zeke, he's trying to run the lift on Delina as well, taking her out of the fight somewhat, but she goes the other direction. And they just keep retreating. Our Zeke actually lifted. The Wraithfire Blast was dodged right there.
Yeah, by the Earth Spear, the panda.
Yeah, so a little bit of miscommunication. And he's gonna live. Oh no. Ancient Apparition actually lives, and now over here, they'll get the turn kill on a Rasta. And this is where it really falls apart for Mouse. Brewmaster, he's gonna be lifted up. Thug is nearby. There's a sign, but after that, it's like, I got a BKB. He purges it right off. The Chronosphere comes out. Brewmaster's gonna die. Can they also get the Queen of Pain? Yes, they can. The Bash Proc's coming through. And Wraith King 2 to fall. He did not have mana for the Reincarnate due to Diffusal. Double kill for Lena. And now they finish off the Roshan here.
Afo Ninja is just going for blood. Ports right into the base.
Probably right. MKB. Ready to go. He gets a buyback out of Wraith King at least. His teammates are... Okay, look at this though. Nyx Assassin. He's chilling. He's gonna go for the steal.
Sand King sees him.
Do they have any vision? Oh, as soon as Sand King comes there, the effort is lost.
About that.
Down goes Nyx. Yep, using that gem.
This is a cute idea.
Yeah. It would have been fun.
Immortality. Life, death, love.
And honestly though, that shows some restraint on the side of Effect, which is really good to see. Afo could have sat in their base for a while longer, and then they would have needed Sand King around to peel. So then they wouldn't have had the detection at Roche. Maybe he gets the steal. But showing the restraint, saying, hey, let's just close this out properly.
And that's going to be melee mid. Lincoln's applied to Lena even. As they now make their way to the top lane. Queen of Pain is back up. Everything's ready. Chronosphere is still 20 more seconds. Vidara says, now's our time. We got to make a play. Clockwork, though, 4 stats away. Sadoi bash procs. The cold feet goes off. And Wraith King, he may end up dying. No, he's going to barely stay alive as Sadoi actually backs off. Not wanting to commit too much right there. Clockwork, he's being locked down by the split of the Brewlings here. Earth One specifically. Another rock comes out. That Lotus Orb going to help a little bit. Off to the side, Ancient Apparition dealing with the Wraith King. Laguna Blade coming out. I heard on a Queen of Pain. Looks like it first heard down. And Wraith King will eventually fall. The mana burn is too much again.
He got bashed so he couldn't Soul Ring.
Brutal. And the Chronosphere, and that's GG. All right. Yeah, Effect. You could argue they probably had the victory for a little bit here, but Mousesports kept trying to stay alive as long as possible, and it wouldn't work. Effect takes game 1 in this best of 3.